Hi, Virian. Great to see you. Thank you for your time. Virian, really keen to get your thoughts. Fresh produce is obviously one of those key battlegrounds when we talk about sustainability. It's probably one of the areas where the consumer's expectation is the highest. So, what are the opportunities, and where does a grower start on that journey to really deliver sustainability in a meaningful way for their customers and the market today?
Well, I think it's really clear that we have to define what somebody means by sustainability. What do they want to be sustainable, and what would the definition look like? And customers may have requirements that they need to stipulate. So check in with them and make sure that you're on the same page. You can always add your own metrics. Personally, I think soil health is a great place to start. If you've got a healthy soil, the rest really does start to take care of itself. Find out what healthy soil in your area looks like. Ask your agronomist or contact a soil scientist, a university faculty. Get some baseline soil health, nutrient and carbon content tests taken across your farm. You will have invariably a number of different soil types, so it's really important to get your baseline sorted. A really good indicator is a worm count. Just simply get a spade out and go and dig some holes. What's your worm population like in those areas? It's a really good indicator of your soil health. Make sure you're keeping records so you can track your progress. It can be a really great reference to see how far you've come. Other areas, water usage. Do you really know how much water you're using? Do you really need to use that much? There's some really clever tech regarding soil water management available, and it can inform when you should be irrigating based on soil moisture content and crop stress. Obviously, there's the carbon capture piece that's very topical at the moment. But if you're building your soil health, you'll also start to sequestrate more carbon into your soil. Dependent on your crops, really consider, do you need to disturb your soil? You could be thinking about minimum till. So there's lots of opportunities that are really simple for somebody to start the journey. Do you have farm waste products? Investigate repurposing these. Is there a revenue opportunity potentially? Because it's always great if you can be doing good and also increase your bottom line. If you've got waste products, make sure you ask what's happening at each stage of a product when it leaves your farm gate to make sure that any waste associated with your waste is being disposed of appropriately. And obviously we've got other areas such as species and habitat creation, development, reduction of on-farm imports, investigate alternatives to synthetic fertilizers. Always do trials to see the differences so that you can really understand how that product works on your land and with your crops, because reducing certain imports may improve yield and it may improve your soil health, but it might not enable your end product to meet the quality specification. So there's always a full circle to investigate. But ultimately, remember, you can't manage what you can't measure.
Fantastic. No, I think that's great advice, Virian. Thank you very much. And I think, in my experience, where there's so much you can do in sustainability, I think it's deciding which are the ones that matter to your customers, which are the ones that you can achieve within your operation. Love the insights there about if you measure it, you can track progress. And I think you can celebrate progress then. So you build momentum within your business, whether you're employing lots of people or a small workforce, that you can celebrate your success and recognize you're doing the right thing. It's fantastic. Thank you very much, Virian.
You're welcome.